Now students, we will discuss about the types of venation in leaves. What is venation? I already taught you. Venation is the arrangement of veins in a leaf blade. Now there are two types of venation. What is known as the reticulate venation and second one is the parallel venation. From name itself it is clear that reticulate means when veins are irregularly distributed. I am going to show you the paper leaf. Already it is given in your book also, so you can see. If you turn the leaf better, you can easily find out the veins are irregularly scattered around the lamina. So this type of venation is known as the reticulate venation. Now please come to the next leaf, that is the banana leaf. Here you can see the veins are arranged in a parallel manner. If you can see, it is very prominent. You can see the veins are in a parallel manner. That is why it is known as the parallel venation. So what is reticulate venation? When veins are irregularly distributed without a defined pattern. And parallel venation means veins are arranged in parallel rows to each other. Veins form a network in the leaf. Here you can see they form the network of leaves. But here you can see they do not form the network of the leaves. Example, you can write people, mango, rose. An example of parallel, you can write banana, grass, bamboo. I have guava also here. Guava also shows the parallel venation. So now you can differentiate easily what is reticulate venation means veins are irregularly distributed, and parallel means when veins are in a parallel rows to each other. And better you can find out more leaves, you can see the different patterns of venation in them. And basically there are only two types of venation, reticulate and the parallel venation. Now come to the next part, that is the function of the leaf. As I already told you that leaf help in the photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means preparation, means leaf prepare the food for the plant. You know that plant take in carbon dioxide plus along with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, that is a green pigment. Plant prepare food in the form of sugar, and the byproduct is oxygen and water also. Second, the function of the leaf, exchange of gases, because better on the surface of the leaves there are very small tiny pores. They are known as the stomata, which help in the exchange of gases, which you will study in the higher classes. We human beings or animals have the nose to breathe in and out, but plants do not have that type of structure, so they have the small pores on the surface of their leaves, and that pore is called the stomata, which help in the exchange of gases. Third important function of the leaf is transpiration. You know that plant take in water. They use very little water and rest of the water they do not want inside them. So to get rid of the extra water, they do the process of transpiration. Excess water in the plants evaporate through the stomata present on the leaves. So the stomata, which help in the exchange of gases, also help to get rid of the extra water from them. This process is called the transpiration. Transpiration help in cooling the surface of the leaves, and transpiration also help in creating suction force so that the food can or water can move from bottom of the plant to the top, means from root to the top of the plant. So what is the function of the leaf? Photosynthesis, exchange of gases and transpiration.